All right. Shalom, shalom. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Matiyahu, your Endtime Watchmen, as you see right here on this bottom of the screen. Thank you guys for joining me. Welcome. So glad you guys are doing well. We're all still here. Thank goodness. Right? And for the most part, we're all doing okay from what I gather. I know that the world is a very vexing place. We do the best that we can. And we trust in Yahusha. I know we're all kind of going through things, but we're all making it. We're all overcoming. You know what I mean? From what I'm seeing, so I'm glad to see that people are making it and overcoming. And there's some good stories out there, and some good things that are happening in people's lives when it comes to Yahusha. Really doing a good job and really doing a service for them. And people are growing and they're learning and they're coming to the truth. It's fantastic. It's awesome. I don't know what to say. It's an explosion and it's lovely. And I want it to keep going. Make sure you guys hit those thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section. I much appreciate it. So I can get these videos out. So this video gets out in the algorithm. Subscriptions don't mean a whole lot. So I really appreciate it if you guys, like I said, thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section. Or if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe. There should be a button right there, somewhere at the bottom of the screen there. Click that button. Hit the notification bell, hit all, so that way you can get notified when I'm coming on. If you guys want to watch more of the content that I have. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get right into this. This is going to be titled, When Does the Day Start? And we're going to be talking about the Sabbath, okay? The Sabbath is evening to evening. The Sabbath is every seventh day, okay? And there is no lunar Sabbath, okay? A day is 24 hours, all right? So, a Sabbath is from sundown, yom, the word yom is used, to sundown, yom, a 24-hour period. That's what the word yom is. It represents a certain period of time. And most of you are familiar with the word day. But when you think of the word day, you think of just the daylight. You don't recognize that the night is also part of the day. We're going to talk about that. A Sabbath is from sundown yom to sundown yom. It's a 24-hour period. Sabbath is from sundown to sundown, a 24-hour period. In Genesis, we see this, all right, that we start the evening. Day one starts from the evening, which is 12 hours, to the morning, which is 12 hours, the first day, or yom. So day in this instance, evening, morning, day, 24 hours. The evening was 12 hours. The day was 12 hours. Now Leviticus states that unleavened bread and atonement are both mentioned as starting from evening and lasting till the next evening. Hence the word day of atonement, or days of unleavened bread. The word yom is used. Remember, the day in this instance, in Leviticus, unleavened bread, right? Every day there's 7 days, and then a day of atonement, one day, is a day. It's a 24-hour period from evening to evening. It's a 24-hour period. Nehemiah stated that the day began at sundown or at evening. Remember, he warned them about them not paying attention and breaking that before, so he made sure to get everybody in the gates before sundown. So Nehemiah stated that the day began at sundown or evening. Now, summer and winter affect how long the sun is being seen. Now, that is a fact. But the day is still 24 hours. When we are looking at plants, we see that the plant's photocycle in the springtime is 18 hours on and 6 hours off when it comes to light and night. It's more light during the day, less light at night, obviously. But it's a 24-hour period. It's a photo period. It's called the vegetative cycle of a plant. 18:6. It's a 24-hour period. Then the day shortens in the fall season, and the photo period begins to change to a 12 on, 12 off. 12 hours on, 12 hours off. It's still a 24-hour period. Now, is it always exactly 12-12? No, that usually happens within indoor growing. But we see, or so we see, that even the plants know that a day is 24 hours. Also, Earth rotates on its axis. All right, the Earth rotates on its axis, okay? Now, this process takes 24 hours for the Earth to complete one full rotation on its axis. Evening to evening is a 24-hour period. Now, let's talk about Yahusha and his death and burial. Number one, Yahusha ate Passover at evening on Passover, the night of the 14th. He was killed, number two, he was killed during Passover, during the day, all right, at 3 p.m. on the 14th. The sun was out, it was daylight, but it was still Passover, the 14th. And third, he was buried before sundown because the high holy day of unleavened bread started that night, which was the 15th. So he had to be buried before sundown. Torah says any man that is killed must be buried the same day. Any man that is killed must be buried the same day. So, for the burial and resurrection, or for the death and burial, there was a full moon on the 15th. So we know he was buried before sundown. And then B, unleavened bread was that night. The day that he was killed was Passover, but that night was unleavened bread, so they had him in the ground. Why? Because they knew that the night of the 15th was the beginning of the day of unleavened bread. But the beginning of the day. So evening to evening is one day, or Yom, Y-O-M, Yom. And lastly, they left Egypt at night on the 15th. Deuteronomy 16:1 and Exodus 11:4 and Exodus chapter 12, start at verse 29, go to like verse 33. They left after Passover had finished at sunset on the 14th. So Passover happens. They put the blood on their doorpost and all that. That night, at midnight, Yahuwah comes through, kills all the firstborn, and then later on that night, which was the 15th, they left Egypt. That's what Scripture says. Showing the day starts at evening. And once again, at the very beginning of Genesis, Genesis clearly says the seventh day is the Sabbath. And it's from evening to morning, which is a 24-hour period. Remember, evening 12 hours, morning 12 hours, that's a 24-hour period. So, the Sabbath is clearly from evening to evening. Evening to evening is the Sabbath. And it's a 24-hour period. And it's the seventh day of the week, which starts on Friday night to Saturday night. That's the Shabbat, the true Shabbat. The lunar Shabbat is a hoax. It's not true. And I'll talk about that in a future video. Anyways, that's what I have to say on the Shabbat. That's what you guys were so wanting to know so bad. That's what I think about it. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section, or please feel free to email me at natsarim@yahoo.com. That's natsarim, NATSARIM all one word, natsarimunited@yahoo.com. And you can go ahead and tell me what you guys think. But that's what I know for sure. That's when a day starts, and that's when the Sabbath is. Sabbath is from evening to evening, and a day starts at evening, and a day is 24 hours. That's how it always has been since creation. That's what the Scripture says. So thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. Let me see how much time. Okay. I love you guys with all my heart. Make sure you guys join me every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for my Shabbat talks. If I do not do a Shabbat talk, go to my community section on my page, and I will tell you if I'm doing a Shabbat talk during the week or not. If I don't post anything, then I'm doing a Shabbat talk. If I post something, then I'm probably not doing one. So keep an eye on my community posts. Like I said, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up or a comment in the comment section. I much appreciate it. If you want to help this channel out at all, that's how you can help out. Thank you guys for joining me. I love you guys with all my heart. Let's get ready here. I hope that you guys found this video to be informative. I hope this clears up a lot of the confusion that's in the air about the Sabbath and when we start the day. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and say that what I'm saying is to be the truth, and this is what the truth is. All right, so help me, Yahuwah, as they say. Listen, I love you guys with all my heart. Thank you guys for joining me. Get ready. A lot of you guys have been here for a while, so you guys know how I end the show. But for all the new people that are here, I love to say, and I want this to become a mantra with all of us. I love to say, run to Yahusha.